Hello, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you out there, wherever you're in the world. I hope you're having a good time. And this is Samuel Nathan, Udo. Welcome you to a Design Online Academy. So I'll be taking you on part 2 of our 3D modeling or skid for the drain tank, for the closed drain tank. In the previous video, I actually show you how you could create the grid for the vessel, for the tank. So right now, we're going to use the grid now and to model the structure. So I move directly to my software. Okay. So um oh, so I move directly to my software. Okay. So this is what we intend to model. This is the structure here. So already, if you're joining us for the first time, I would like you to visit our previous video. So we had already created a drawing that created the grid. This is the grid here. So, but we created the grid on layer 0. It was after we created the grid that I now created a layer. So I created a layer for grid. This is the grid layer now. So I want to put this grid on that layer. How do I do that? How do I put the grid layer? I first of all select the grid. After selecting the grid, I come over here. Then I select grid, and now the grid is now on layer grid. So if I select it, it shows grid up here. Grid is showing up here. That means it is actually on the grid layer right now. So like I said that we're on Southwest isometric. Make sure you're on Southwest isometric, please. Make sure your view is on Southwest isometric, and make sure your visual style is on realistic. Please ensure you are on realistic. Okay. So this is our grid right now. So next, for our skid, the structural member that is used in making our skid is a W6 by 15 beam, which I had already showed you the cross section before. So in AutoCADPLANT 3D, you actually have a customized members, customized structural members. So where are we going to get this W6 by 15 beam? This is a structural member. You go over here, make sure you're on structure tab. This is the home tab, ISO tab, structure tab. The third tab here is the structure tab. So make sure you are on structure tab. And now go to member where you have member here. Click on member. When you click on member, come to your command line. You will see line settings. Then click on settings. Now this window is going to pop up when you click on settings. So when this window pops up, what do? You see, come here to shape standard. The standard we're using is AISE. So it might be on DIN, it might be on CSIC. So make sure you click on this drop down arrow to take it to AISC. Okay. Then shape type. What kind of shape are we looking for? A W shape. So go down till you see W, click on W. Then next now will come out shape size. What size of W are we looking for? The size is 6 by 15. We're looking for a W6 by 15 beam. So you look for W6 by 15, you go down. This is 6 by 9, 6 by 12, this is 6 by 15. So click on 6 by 15. Then we have 6 by 15. This beam here is a 6 by 15 beam. Next, go to material standard. Keep it on ASTM. Material code, keep it on A242. By clicking the drop down arrows, you keep it on A242. There are various standards here, but we're going to be using ASTM, and the material code we're using is A242. Okay, so this is the beam, and we can actually set the orientation. This is top of structure. This is center of structure. This is bottom of structure. So you can actually change where you want it to lap on that grid, on the level on which you are setting it, depending on how you want to appear, depending on the drawing. So we're going to leave it as center of structure. It is center justified. We're going to leave it here. So having done all this setting, what do? You click on OK. So when you click on OK, you have plant steel member, specify start point of structural member. So come over here, endpoint appears. Make sure that your snaps are turned on. Endpoint, midpoint, center, geometric center, quadrant, intersection, nearest are all turned on. So you come here. When endpoint appears, you click. Then you move down here and click again. And your beam appears. Okay? Your beam actually appears. But sometimes, if it doesn't show this way, then maybe it's from the setting. You come to shape model. What you do is that if it doesn't appear this way, you go over to where you have shape model here. This, come to the ribbon. After ladder, look for shape model. Then click the drop down arrow. Currently, mine is on shape model. I'm going to change it to line model. Then look at the way it's appearing now. It's just the cross section that shows on line model. So if yours is this way, you have to adjust it here. Now let me change it from line model to symbol model. Symbol model, this is how it appears. Then outline model, this is how it appears. Then shape model shows us the real thing with the curves, with all the curves. When it's on shape model, everything appears. Let me show you the front view. Let me change this to front view. So on shape model now, this is the same. This shape model, all the curves appears. This is a cross section for shape model. Let me show you outline model. Outline model, everything is straight. If you are doing this on AutoCAD, this is the one you'll be able to draw. You won't be able to draw the one with the curves if you were doing it yourself, constructing the beam yourself. Okay, so let's go back to shape model, and we're going to go back to southwest isometric. Okay, but we've not created a layer for our member. So I'm going to be laying this member horizontally along the Y, horizontal along the Y, from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. So I'm going to create a layer for it. So let's go to layer properties. Then click on this book and type beam Y. That is along the Y. Now we're going to change the color. So come over here where you have color, click on that, this thing, go to index color. Let's use green. Click OK. And that color is registered. Since we are still going to create along the Y, let's create the layer for that one, the one that will be along the X. So you have beam X. So click on this thing. So we're going to change the color. We're not going to use green for that one. So I click there. Okay, I click on that color, that green color there. And now I'm going to use magenta for that. So click OK. So close that now. So let me delete this and start over again. Already I've done this, it's already set. So if I click member here, let me go to settings. Once again, already everything has been set. AISC, W6 by 15. So I just need to click OK. I come over here. Okay, let me keep the layer, correct layer. That is beam along the Y direction. So I come over here, I click, I move over here. Let me turn on auto mode. I come here. It is there right now. I press enter. There. I'm going to repeat this here again. I go to member once again. It's already set, so I don't need to set it once again. I click here. I come here. It is there. I come back to member. I come here. I click. Come here. It's there. I repeat the same thing over here. Enter. So I have the beams along the Y direction. It remains the one along the X. But now, I'm not really seeing the edges. So what do I do to see the edges? What I do is that I can change this to line model. Now, with line model, the edges are clear for me to see. So now I want to fix the ones along the Y. So what do? I go to, first I will change the layers to beam along the X, because I want to fix the ones along the X now. So it's still the same W6 by 15. I go to member. I come here. Endpoint appears. I come here. Endpoint appears. I click. I press enter. The beam has been set already. I come to this one. Endpoint appears. I click. I move out to the end. Endpoint appears. Enter. So now, since everything is available, I can change it back to shape model. I go back to shape model. I come over here to change it back to shape model. So these are my beams already. But everything is not looking good. These ones along the Y are entering into the ones along the X, and there's a gap here. There is a gap here as well. There is a gap here. There are gaps all over here. So I have to fill in those gaps and trim off the excesses, the ones that are protruding into the other one. So I believe you've been able to actually follow this video, that you don't have any problem. Or in case you have any, just drop your questions in the comment section. And please subscribe to my channel, like my video, and send in if you have any questions, you can chat me directly on +334 8038 295185, or you drop your comments in the comment section. So I'll be seeing you in our next class, where I will actually show you how to trim off the excesses, the ones that are entering into the other ones, how to trim them off, and how to make these edges okay, perfectly okay, the way it should be. So I'll be signing off right now. Thank you for giving us your time. Bye.